You're watching DaveCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is N, maybe R, D, and T. And welcome to episode 97 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. I am the king of the nerds, DaveCTheVoice, still partnerless at this time, but we will figure out in due time who hopefully will help me in War Games take on the intergalactic family of George and Gerald. But yes, we are here, episode 97. The bathtub is the bathroom is empty, I think. Maybe. Oh, you got lights.
I'm here. They're clean. I'm here. Hey guys.
Ryan, how are you not pruned?
No, I'm pretty wrinkly. The camera takes away 5 pounds of wrinkles, I think, is what I heard.
You can smell the Old Spice through the camera. Boom, boom. Colt Cabana.
Keeping the camera appearance.
But yes, we are finally all back in the same virtual room at the same time for episode 97. Margaret's got married. Ryan's taking a bath. I want a crown. Nick's baby is a big baby.
Big boy. And
and I say that in the nicest way.
I got a 94 on a paper that I didn't even really try that hard on, and it was.
I thought it was 95.
I don't know, 95, 94. I don't care.
You got a good score. I know that. So shout out to Tom, who's kicking the crud out of college.
9th grade algebra teacher, Miss Shakur, who said I was stupid and my parents should be ashamed of me. Guess what? There's a finger on here that I'd like to show you, and it's a thumbs down. I'm smart, and my parents are proud.
Pinky up. Thumbs down for Miss Shakur. But something that... What's that, Ryan?
Congratulations to Jonathan Hodap as well. Congrats.
Yes, the new vice president of his HOA. Shout out to Hodap. Congratulations to you, sir. With great power.
Hodap HOA.
Yes, you can't spell Hodap without HOA.
We gotta get shirts made.
But yes, if I can give any sort of advice to Mr. Hodap, it is with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben's rice taught me that. But yes, and with great power and great responsibility is the show that is going to have happened on Saturday, because at the time of recording it hasn't happened yet. But Full Gear is a thing that happened, but we're going to talk about it in past tense because it hasn't happened yet. But when you're probably watching this, it has happened. So the next couple minutes could age terribly. We'll find out. Full Gear. MJF wins the title. William Regal turns on Jon Moxley. Maybe.
Oh, that could be fun.
Saying. Somebody had a pitch. I watched a pitch from Cultaholics, and they said it'd be really cool if Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, and Darby Allin help MJF win it, and they form the 4 pillars.
Oh.
And I'm like, I wish they would do something with that, but I don't think it's possible with Full Gear. But I think that's something they can definitely lean on in the future. It's going to be a fun card. I will not be there because Margaret's band Bedside Manor will have played at I can't remember where it is, but it's over by now. But check out Margaret's band Bedside Manor, New York. Margaret Persigliati, that is. So Full Gear is we're gonna have MJF versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Title. The trios titles were on the line. The elite have come back. My boy Kenneth Omega is back in town along with Tom's Boys, the Young Bucks. Ryan's got his shirts on. I love it. The elite are back. Probably trios champions. Could you have put the belts on the Young Bucks? This is where this could age. Do you put the belts back on the Young Bucks? I think you can. But is it almost like, okay, you can come back and have the title shot, but like we can't give you the belts?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win.
The elite. That is.
Yeah, I want them to win, but I think something's going to happen.
Okay.
And I
Didn't
think that
comes out?
something might mess with us.
How so?
Well, Kota Ibushi is going to come back, and him and Kenny Omega are going to turn on the Young Bucks, and then we're going to have the Golden Lovers come back. Kota Ibushi is going to sign with AEW, and then Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi are going to take the Tag Team Championship belts off of the Acclaimed, and then there's just no more need for any other wrestling, so we'll be fine.
That's how it ends, ladies and gentlemen.
I
That's
agree, except just replace Kota Ibushi with Shane McMahon.
how...
Nick, I thought you had something real to say.
I thought he didn't do us like, except, CM Punk and Kenny Omega join up.
Wait, are we moving on? I thought, Tom, didn't you have a direct quote from Kenny Omega on the match? Didn't?
Yeah, he says,
I thought-
"You got what it takes to take on the cleaner."
do you think you've got what it takes to take on the cleaner?
You got what it...
No one kicks out of the one-winged angel.
No one kicks out of the one-winged angel.
Except Hangman Adam Page.
What if this thing just makes so much noise. Do you think realistically that the Elite's gonna win the titles? I feel like that's it belittles Death Triangle, I think, a little bit.
I could see it going either way. I'm glad we're not doing predictions for that. But I could see it going either way. Like storyline wise, it can make sense. From a I'm trying to think of the word, from a punishment standpoint, like from a I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of, but from a punishment sort of standpoint, it's like, okay, Bucks, like, yeah, storyline, it does make sense that you served your suspension after we vacated the titles. You get your title shot. It makes sense there. But just because it makes sense doesn't mean we're giving you the belts back. But then again, I could see, okay, give them the belts and let's pick up where we would have left off after All Out. So I'm very excited for that match. In general, like we know what the Bucks and the Lucha Brothers can do. I've seen Kenny Omega versus Rey Fenix in person. We saw Kenny Omega versus Pentagon at All In. So this match just has a chance to be a match of the year. You've got guys, you've got genuine trios in this match. I always look at Death Triangle like not as three equal people, but the Elite I do in a way, just because the Bucks are on such a high level of a tag team. Typically you've got your one single star in a tag team, but I think the Elite are a better unit. So we'll see. Very excited.
House of Black comes out and just distracts everyone.
Well, was that you who said that in our Patreon chat?
Maybe, I don't know.
Somebody said it in our Patreon chat, patreon.com/WNRD. Yes. And it was like when they were just doing like the TikTok countdown on Dynamite, watch it be House of Black. I was like, uh-oh.
I did say it actually.
Margaret, who was at Dynamite, everyone apparently was just waiting on the Elite to come out. Unfortunately, the Elite did not come out, but for Margaret's sake, Wardlow did. So, take the good with the bad. So,
and Margaret may have sent us a picture of the crowd and half the arena being empty, and I don't think the Elite's going to come out to 97 people.
Yeah, no, it is from what I've been told, it is a small arena already. But because it's Bridgeport, Connecticut. There's no hockey, like professional and major national NHL team there. Bridgeport University. I don't even know what college that is that would play there.
But if anyone was going to come out tonight, we know who it could have been.
Doink the Clown.
Speaking of Connecticut,
Vince McMahon.
Shane
McMahon.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh-oh, Nicholas is lagging.
he's probably.
Uh-oh, Nicholas is lagging. He's got no money. Nick's got no money. No money, money, money. Get that Wi-Fi, son. Get that Wi-Fi. We can get a guy from space on here, but Nick can't get good Wi-Fi in Florida. That's what you get for making fun of me and it being 54 degrees here in New York today, pal. Just saying.
it's 32 right now.
Is it? I don't know.
Snowing.
It's, according to my phone, it is 39 degrees. and partly cloudy at night. And the Devils play the Toronto Maple Leafs on Thursday for those.
So back to Full Gear.
Yep.
What?
So you have the trios match.
Jamie Hayter wins the title, right? 65. Jeez.
I don't think Jamie Hayter wins. I think you have to bring. I think I mean, this is what I hate. I hate this whole interim crap. If you have to vacate the title, you get first crack when you come back. Stop with this interim thing. It's terrible. It sounds terrible because I can't buy into Tony Storm. I can't buy into anybody the challenger because I just keep thinking in my head she's got to hold this belt until Thunder Rosa comes back to defend it against her and they have the unification. I can't buy into Jamie Hayter right now because I'm waiting on Thunder Rosa. That's the problem with this interim title.
Thunder Rosa's probably coming back at Full Gear, going to interrupt the match. It's going to be a no contest. Then they're going to have a triple threat match.
You could do that at Revolution.
Then Jamie Hayter wins. Jamie Hayter needs that title.
Well, somebody, what was it? Jamie Hayter eventually should be the one to take down Jade Cargill.
I think Jamie should take both belts.
Unify him. Take him to New Japan. There will be 3 women's matches on the Full Gear card. There was Saraya versus Britt Baker, Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter, and Nyla Rose versus Jade Cargill. I'm excited for one of those matches, and it's the one that doesn't have a title on. Interesting to see what Saraya can do in the ring still. I think the 2 promos tonight that they both cut was great. I think they were very passionate promos. You could feel the intensity in this. And it just goes to show that Britt Baker doesn't need a title to be relevant. You can do a B storyline away from the title and still make it good, if not better than the title picture. Let's see what else we have. We've got the Acclaimed versus Swerve in Our Glory. I think Swerve finally turned on Keith Lee. Again, we're talking in past tense because Full Gear hasn't happened yet. At least we're talking about it. When you watch this, it will have happened. So let us know how terribly we did in the comments with these. Thinking what else there is. Oh, there's going to be
for Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy in a cage.
Yes, that's going to be fun because it's going to be how can Christian get involved with his bum shoulder, elbow?
I don't think he's hurt.
I think he's legitimately hurt. I just don't know to what extent. Like if he's still hurt, I should say.
Yeah, I think he was hurt. It'll be interesting. It'll be great if we don't get Christian interfering.
Yeah.
I would like to see what Luchasaurus can do when the pressure's on because he's not the best.
No.
And Jungle Boy is very, very good.
Yeah.
So
you know Jungle Boy's taking a jump from the top of that cage, right?
At least 2 jumps.
Yeah. 2 jumps this time.
Okay.
The DJ and him can't help it. Not that DJ.
Oh
No.
yeah. This DJ is not canceled. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the best entertainment, there's only one choice: DJ DaveCTheVoice. Just saying.
Yeah, I think Full Gear is going to be a really good pay-per-view. I'm going to have to go radio silent on Facebook and everything until Sunday night when I purchase the replay.
Same here. What's that, Ryan?
Oh, he said radio silence. I just
radio.
Let's talk about that. He's tweeting a lot of pictures of him and Zack Ryder this week.
Yeah.
I would from what I've read and heard online, it's that he's open to having a conversation, but Zack Ryder is dead. It would be coming back as Cardona.
Jeez.
My only thing is this Cardona's kind of shtick on the indies is he comes in and he compares it to sports entertainment being the WWE guy and doing it. He called it the NWA universe, the GCW universe, etc. What are you going to do when you get back into the WWE? Because you go to all these things and piss on their company as okay, it's like, yeah, it's the GCW. You know, I'm a sports entertainment guy. Okay, but now that you're back in the sports entertainment, are you expected to be like hailed as a hero in a way? You know what I mean? So I'd be very interested to see what his character would do in WWE, the Matt
Yeah.
Cardona character.
Mhm.
It would definitely pique my interest. I've always been a broski back in the day watching
Whatever.
Z True Long Island Story.
I don't want him to go. I think he's doing his best work he's ever done.
No, I 100% agree with that. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of if he did go back.
Yeah.
I think it'd be one of those things where, um, yeah, the money's going to be right, and it's how I see the Good Brothers are going to do. Like, bring him back. Yeah, he's hot for a week, and then boom, he's jobbing to I don't know the Los Lotharios, Angel Garza, and the whatever Umberto Carrillo. Like, you know,
Isn't it confirmed that Chelsea's going back already? Like,
I've heard there's interest there as well. It'd be a great addition to the women's roster because she never really got her time to shine on the main roster and even NXT. Um,
because I'm pretty sure they like wrote her off on Impact on like the last.
Yeah, she walked out.
Yeah.
oh, did she? I obviously have not watched
She wasn't
Impact in
able-
a month and a
she
half.
didn't. I don't watch it. She just like Twitter. She wasn't able to retire Mickey James.
Ah,
She packed her shit and left.
what about Nick Aldis? What about that news?
Nick Aldis
He's
should go
gone
to
from the
WWE.
NWA. You think he should go to WWE?
I think he would fit there really well.
I think he could. I think in a way, what he did to the NWA title and what Gunther is making the IC title feel like again, he could do with a mid card title. He could make like
You give him
Nick
the US
Aldis,
title.
like Nick Aldis would have been the perfect person to have the US title for the last year.
Yep.
Would have been perfect. Put him on Raw with the U.S. title, and he makes it feel like like they just announced it on Raw last week when Seth Rollins was facing I don't know who the heck he fought, but like he was like they mentioned something along the lines of like Seth Rollins has the U.S. title and he wants to know that it's the top title on Monday Night Raw. So like that's the first time I feel like they've acknowledged that. Like there is no top tier title on Raw because Roman Reigns has both straps.
Mhm.
But
I think, I mean, usually when you're champ, they give you a replica belt, right?
yeah,
Okay. I think he needs to go on WWE TV, throw that in the trash, and restart ECW 2.0.
who's that? Nick Aldis?
Yes, ECW
Oh.
2.0.
I was like Matt Cardona.
Ryan,
Wait, what's that?
is that the Lego office set behind you?
It is mint in box. I'm hoping to have some free time and build it on the coffee table. This is something you have to open with my mint on cardness.
Yeah. Okay. We could go back to wrestling. I'm really jealous. I'm asking for it for Christmas.
It was a big birthday gift to myself because I had gift cards because didn't realize how pricey Legos
Oh,
are.
100 bucks, right?
Crazy.
Just getting back into them possibly.
Oh boy. R.I.P. that bank account.
You did mention Mike Cardona. I was going to ask you guys, we talk about him coming back. You guys would have a better thumb on this or pulse on this than me. But would WWE currently let him continue doing the major pod and everything he's doing on the side? Because a while back they nixed all that. It
But I
seems
think
like
that
they're
since
being
the
live.
took over, that like they started letting like the reins off of that a little bit now.
Yeah,
The
they're allowed to do their
Twitches
Twitch and
and all that.
whatnot. And I think Cardona's and I think he mentioned this in an interview, like if he were to go back, like his number one thing would be that he still gets to keep all his intellectual property of the major podcast and he can do that stuff, not necessarily wrestle on an indie show, but like he can still do the major wrestling figure podcast. Because I remember when they started that, I think they've mentioned like, yeah, the reason we wanted to use our real names is so that WWE could be like, no, you can't do that or whatnot. And that's why they had like the masks on those figures when they first came out.
Oh.
So I mean, I'll say this: Matt Cardona and Brian Myers, and I'll even throw Mark Sterling in there. They are three of the, or even if you're just talking Brian and Matt, are two of three of the most smart business savvy guys in the business. Like, and I saw another, I think it was on the Sam Roberts podcast where he mentioned like if it weren't for Matt Cardona, there would be no AEW. And he's like, he started that whole revolution with See True Long Island Story and how that got over, and that's how it got him over. And that then influenced being the elite. And then obviously without being the elite, there is no AEW. So shout out to the true founding father, Matt Cardona.
But let's get to being the elite, because with the elite coming back this weekend, having come back, we're probably going to get one freaking hell of a being the elite episode, right?
Documentary, 5-hour long episode.
Like, no, for real, they might do an hour or so long episode of like a storyline of what they've been doing during their suspension and like all this stuff. I'm willing to bet that we're going to get a really good episode of being elite because they've been stale for a while.
Yes.
I think this time off will have given them some creative juices to flow, and they've probably filmed so much content.
Yep. It's their last episode was 2 months ago, episode 322. All of us, I don't know why this popped into my head, but for whatever reason, I just envision the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega at the Pizza Hut lunch buffet, just like with the music playing, do 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 do. If you want to listen to that music that I'm referring to, go back to last week's episode 95, the wedding vlog, and you get to see a nice little montage there. So
I said it'd probably be a great episode, but it probably won't be as good as Margaret's wedding episode.
I mean, no, we had a live we had a cash in on Margaret's wedding day, so
it was all right.
It was a good time. We missed you to cash in, Tom.
I just apparently I'm very tall. I didn't know
you are. You're 7'9".
Nice.
Impressive.
Speaking of not average height, it's ridiculous.
But speaking of tall, the War Games cage is pretty tall, and that's going to be happening next week or this Saturday from when this airs. We will have our predictions later this week, in which I will, with a partner somehow, be taking on the intergalactic family of Spaceman George and Gerald the Puppet, the former commissioner and the former king. Gerald and George, I will find a way to go to war with them both. But War Games is going to be a lot of fun. The women's team has filled out nicely. The men's team has filled out quite nicely. We still have a mystery man on the men's side.
I don't even know who's in the men's match.
Yeah, it's all a mystery for me.
Okay, so this is why I'm king, gentlemen. It's cool, no problem. For the men's match, it's going to be the Bloodline. It's going to be Roman, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Sammy, taking on the team of the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Butch, Ridge Holland, and Drew McIntyre, and a mystery opponent. A lot of people were rumored to be Kevin Owens to be the fifth guy there. What's that?
He's hurt. Injured?
No, I think he's back now. I think he's ready to come back.
He got hurt like this weekend.
Yeah, that's at a house show. He's supposed to be like out for a while.
Oh no! Well, I'm available. Druby, so if you want some help there.
Captain Insano is back, so it could be, you never know.
Captain Insano came back in Bridgeport. That was great. And then for the women's War Games match, it's going to be Damage Control, Bailey, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley, thank you. Taking on the team of Bianca Belair, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and who was the fourth person they put on that team?
Mia Yim.
Yes, Mia Yim, who came back.
Kevin Owens suffered an MCL sprain at a house show on the 14th.
So let me think this. So Kevin Owens tore his MCL. Another person recently tore their MCL. Their brother is famous at fake fights. Jake Paul will be the fifth guy in War Games. You're welcome, WWE.
Hold on.
Nobody fights better than Jake Paul.
Hold on, because that could make sense.
No.
It could, because his brother got hurt wrestling Roman Reigns. It could be like a retribution, if you will.
Oh God.
Yeah, so that actually, honestly, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Dave, I'm glad that you're king. That was a great great point.
But
He can't find a partner though, and I don't know why haven't you asked me? Do you not trust me to be there on time? I mean, you need someone. I could probably be there eventually.
probably be there, Ryan. I can't have probably. I need guaranteed. I'm looking at 2 cages with 2 rings and 2 guys who are not of this world. I cannot bet on probably. I need guarantees.
There is a big gummy bear sale at the Costco this week, so
There you
Black
go.
Friday Costco gummy bear sale.
Oh baby. Oh baby.
What yeah. You've been in the bathtub for like 2.5 weeks, Ryan.
You look
I could
clean.
barely walk here. My legs are atrophied and all wrinkly. I couldn't. I'm
Fell
sorry.
asleep in there. That's all
I just
right.
hope you didn't have Epsom salts to just dehydrate.
Of course, he's got it right
Drinking
there.
so much.
Oh.
I'm trying to hydrate
Oh
here.
my God.
Oh, geez. That'll dehydrate you quick enough. Oh, speaking of dehydrate you quick enough, folks, I still have this Samoa Joe Chase Brawler. Looking to trade it or sell it unless Ryan Crossley wants to talk shop with me. I'm asking for 100.
I can't
What's
believe you
that?
still have that thing.
Me too. It's not selling. $100 is what I'm asking for, or $100 with the common Samoa Joe, or $130. Unless you want to make another deal and you want to talk shop with me. So
I seen that a El Generico micro brawler sold for $53 tonight on Pro Wrestling Tees.
it's insane.
Whatnot.
That is
So I just want to say, if
insane.
anybody, I will sell it for like 40. I'll do it for $43.
And I'll say this: that sold for $53 because Colt Cabana is selling it. Colt Cabana is not a former king of the nerds. Nick Carpenter is. He is the founding father. And I would just like to say, Ryan, could you take a step to your left? Stay standing. So I think that brawler that Colt is that's on the shirt, because I've heard that Colt Cabana is getting a new micro brawler. The one the one that's on your t-shirt.
Oh man.
I think that elbow pad is going to be a new Colt Cabana brawler.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Because there's red, there's white, and then there's the jacket, but that shirt is different. Yeah, I think the elbow pad with that there you go, free the nipple. But yeah, so, and also speaking of micro brawlers, Brian Danielson pre-order going on now at shopaew.com, part of the Black Friday sale, 20% off all items, no coupon needed. So check out prowrestlingtees.com/the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Get yourself some Wrestling Nerd merchandise. We've got the pink tee, we've got the gray tee, we've got the Miami Time tee. Ryan, what else we got here? It's like mad money. Harold the Puppet tee. We've got it in black, white, and gray. Anything else? We've got this. We've got the stretch fit hat. We've got the Freddy beanie. We got snapbacks. We've got the original bro shirt there. Get it now. No coupon needed. Black Friday starts already. It already started. It's 10 days Black Friday. No coupon needed. We're giving the house away. So check out prowrestlingtees.com/the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Get your Brian Danielson micro brawler. Get your Wrestling Nerd merchandise as well. It's going to be great.
Huh.
What?
I don't know. I thought I heard something. That's weird. Pro Wrestling Tees, whatnot. Crazy.
The most insane sales ever. Most
Crazy
insane sales ever.
Like,
it really is. But
the people are going.
Shout out to EDJ who won a shirt tonight, though.
For a reasonable price, though. Like
I didn't even see the
EDJ's shirt was under $80. The fact that people are paying $80 for a T-shirt is insane to me.
It's sold. There was $112 signed hook chip, like a hook chip clip.
That chip clip is currently in my pantry holding my baked Lays together.
Not signed. I offered it to someone in the group who didn't win the auction, and she only wanted it signed. Why would you think I have this signed? Who do you like? I say hi, but who the hell do you think I am?
Sign it. Just cross out the
I want to see
OOK.
Whatnot.
What?
I swear I'm hearing voices, man. I don't know. But the yeah, I don't know. I think the Whatnot's getting a little ridiculous.
Just a smidge.
What? Oh, hold on. I think someone's at the door. Hold on.
Okay, that's weird, but yes, Whatnot is getting a little ridiculous, and next week they're going to have a John Moxley prototype on the show. So I'm curious to see what color that is. Prototypes have been big sellers. Recent, I don't know who.
Yeah, it is me, Jersey Poupée. I'm getting ready for the War Games. And do you know, hey, Ryan, I know that you love the Bret Hitman's heart. Do you love him? Your Canadian flavor of the week. And I know that you love your micro brawlers. Guess what? I am the winner of the Bret the Hitman Heart micro brawler prototype. And do you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to put it in Tom's mouth and make him eat it, swallow it, poop it out, then light it on fire.
That's rude. That's very rude.
Yes, I'm not rude. I'm just filthy, filthy rich.
Oh, look at that. Look at what you've done.
Yeah, I don't like Ryan. Nick, you can probably go too, because I don't like you either. You're mean to me. Your baby. He makes he left.
Oh well, look at what you did, pal. Look at what you did there, Chief.
I'm just what you like to say. In America, I'm a good old-fashioned bully.
Yeah, that's not nice of you there, okay, pal?
That's not nice. It's you, it is me. I know, Dave. You sucker punch me with the Money in the Bank, Broadcast Nerds, whatever briefcase, and you hit me with it. And then you got some very tall man, probably pretending to be a referee, to do a count. He was too tall to be a ref.
Listen, pal. Oh, wait, Gerald, can you just take a step back for a second? Just take a step back. Interesting. I didn't notice your hair was green. Huh. I guess I couldn't see it when you had the crown on, but I mean, now that you don't have the crown on, I can see your hair is green.
You are such a jerk, Dave. You're the worst. I can't wait to beat you at War Games with my intergalactic friend, Spaceman George. And who are you going to be with? You're lonely. You're sad. You got no friends.
I'll find some. Oh wait, who? Oh no.
Yes, it's Spaceman, my #1 guy.
Greetings, Earthlings. It is I.
Hello.
I have entered the atmosphere. How is everyone? Hello, Gerald.
Hello, George.
Hold on. What is this on top of Dave's head?
That's the crown that you gave to Gerald and that I cashed the briefcase in and won fair and square, sir.
No, he cheated, George.
Oh, this is unacceptable. George has been in space doing important space business, and he did not know of this unfortunate event. Did this happen? Oh no, George is losing his mask. He can't breathe.
I thought you didn't need breath. You said you didn't need breath, pal.
George doesn't need breath. Imposter King Dave.
No,
you might need a breath for this. The enemy of my enemy has become my ally. At Survivor Series, I'm with the king.
See you at War Games, boys.